worry. Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystal was supposed to be the start. We were going to go reclaim our homeland. We were... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make them offering a crystal to Rocker. Summon him. Just like the masked man taught us. But his thinking to stand back and make off with the lizardman's cash. But they caught us and so many dead. God forgive me. Heathens, you will pay for crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful follies. For all the failings, they are the hope of the Alamigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Excuses. We only want it. Excuses will keep. The wolves must pay for their crimes. I will not let you. We almost have it. Your skills at arms is impressive, adventurer. A wayward youth could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. But wait, we come all this way. We get to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wolred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate who are touched by God. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? No one said anything, but the masked man told us we defeat the Empire with some rocker. He saw. Enough. We'll hear the rest of the sorry tale back in Little Amigo. I dare say Rathima will wish to hear it as well. No more lies, Wolred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning robbery, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. Wanted so desperately to believe we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there's no solution. Nothing can be done to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wolred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigos lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you are to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks to you as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are some kind souls such as you out there. That our amigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you'll always be welcome here. Would that we had more information to offer, but Willard tells you the extent of our knowledge on the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Welcome back, Rathima. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Aquarium into the Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn out of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Hastings would employ. While the many ills that ail this land can be contributed to the calamity, some of those are being brought on by malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. Our working no playmate Mephilia Dulcion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Maybe we ought to rest a while before speaking further on the investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information provided courtesy of our friends of the Sylphs. An individual fitting the Habrea's description has been sighted in North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up the Habrea's hill once more. Naraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Rathima. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, and heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ashground Consortium. According to the Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Felgard Fort in North Shroud. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible. That's true. It probably means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recall what I saw without losing it. It's just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head and toe in black. He had a fetus teeny toe, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taking my curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse told, and it was enough to tell me that she had died a gruesome death. An instant knew right away that the masked man was the minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for Israel. What, you're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we'll have to suffer Magic's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork, that's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? Anyway, at any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to prepare her for comforting me. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found within their faces torn to shreds. According to the local fauna, only the skeleton known as Z's could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. Somehow, doubt the answers are that simple. But for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if we can find any proof connected to the deaths? You've already seen the disease. Good work, Avenger. So we're able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprit. Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike disease from our list of suspects. Which leaves us with the masked man as a winged eyeball. Something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been common maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseen Egypt society, there's a rumor going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock somewhere southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. The best bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of the crack. Now, one stick won't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give it a gander. That's something you should know, too. I've been keeping this to myself lest I've worsened Medra's paranoia, but I too have seen a blank death. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sightings took place precisely at the same time as Medra's. I was heading home after a day of digging when the shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran out without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of Rock of Rancor. Aya has a name. But that's what the few vengeful spirits... What's the few vengeful spirits who adopt as a venture like you, eh? Why are these idiosyncratic variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspect. What's it to say, but that explains the flashing in the morning. Nothing to do with masked strangers. Looks like I've gone to waste both your time and perfectly good fire stand stick. Mistress Bane appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon me before it could follow me. Intentional, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing the killer's still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I witnessed. It is impossible that I could have mistaken such a distinct creature for a bane blade. But you and I were moms apart. How could we see both seen at precisely the same time? What's more, our venture friend had run in with bane might at the very spot you claimed to have seen that faintest fire eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, perhaps not as mysterious as we're making out to be. There's no reason why he couldn't be... Gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious. That means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of her depth. We ought to leave it to the rest of the expert. Yes, we're just civilians. After all, good luck, adventurer. It's a pleasure knowing you. Well, I've burned to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Unless you've forgotten, it was a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. If you discover autumn note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The servants should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be exemplary of your true virtue. Once not so long ago, the Sultan's Horde could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And none was more respected than my captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to the local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled to a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the ground, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. Then the captain saved us from our plight, and I've seen his sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, in the seconds the hunters were on the ground fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armored possibly bright in the side. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I was scarcely practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sword, I think the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. So the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan's Sword. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan's Sword elite, the very thing that drew me to the Brotherhood was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper. Yes, that was a mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sword by the then Sultan of Aldal. In time it became our standard, a symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan's Sword command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It struck our Brotherhood to the core. How could we be trusted to protect the Sultan's honor if we cannot even hold the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eye of ruler and ruled alike. For the Sultan's order to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan's Sword have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We have been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes of you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and we must learn more of your secrets. You must know more of our secrets if we are to succeed. Now we're going to say near the Hermit's Hollow, the grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills I will teach you. In the grove you will find another brazier, this time filled with potent incense that will drive the creatures into frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Well done. You have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have the word where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training.